Hey everybody, this is Brett Kast, one of your IFTA board members here from New York. We're located in the western New York region between Buffalo and Rochester, about 5 miles south of Lake Ontario. And it is July 11th today, and we're standing in a block of beaver grafted lady in red pink ladies. They're on an M26 rootstock here, about 5 years old or so. Just kind of giving you guys a crop update of how things are going out here in New York areas and stuff today. So I guess to start with telling you a little bit about the block here, we held back on pruning on them this year just to kind of limit the growth that we get out of them. Did a little bit of hedging and delay in that. The pruning on there has kind of had good results for us. I'll kind of shoot back here and give you a little bit of a look at the block a little bit. It's definitely always a work in progress. We had some challenging thinning weather this year. Temperatures just real low for a lot of it. So to get real good thinning action and stuff, we had to be pretty selective of when we're going, looking at the different models and stuff for there. So just across things in general, things look really great this year. We're actually surprisingly happy how things turned out and on this farm here. I think some of the things have just kind of variable results of how things went, just depending on where you were and how the weather was playing out for you and across New York in general. But I think just again, in a general sense, it's a great crop outlook here for us. A lot of great potential, so things are doing well. So yeah, kind of back to this block. I know you guys have kind of, for those of you that were on the New Zealand trip, saw it down there. Our neighbor, Mr. Bobby Brown, brought it back here to us in Western New York and was gracious enough to kind of show us his experiences with it. And we kind of took some of those and ran with it a little bit. This site here is kind of a sandier loam site, so there is a fair amount of push to these trees. So we definitely have kind of learned some stuff on there for it. This was a 14x6 planting in here originally that we took out of Macintosh that we made the move on. I think if we were to do it again, we might kind of look for some area that had a little bit thinner in-row spacing for it, possibly a little bit weaker rootstocks for us. I mean, we had great growth out of them. Like I say, this is about a 5-year block that we're standing in here now, so they filled their space great, but it's just kind of making some decisions on how to control things in here and learning as we go a little bit. So part of the fun of it, right? So give you guys an idea where things are at for us here. We do some cherries here as well. So we are in the Reginas now, started in those today. Things are moving well with those. We'll probably be wrapping up cherries here in another week or so, about, I would say. Guys are getting ready to start up peaches here real shortly. Irrigation's been running for guys. We've had temperatures up in the upper 80s here, so pretty warm, obviously. We've had rain showers that are coming through sporadically. Kind of depends where you're at, how much you're getting. I mean, this is only maybe a mile as the crow flies, 1.5 miles from our main farm. And the last storm that came through, I think over here was 0.2, and at the main farm was close to 0.7 up there. So pretty variable where we're at right here of where things come through, depending on how the system's coming, if it's off Lake Erie or Ontario coming out of Canada and stuff. So yeah, depending where you're at, the guys are making irrigation decisions, and a lot of them have stuff running in different spots now for it. I think I mentioned, some hand thinning going on. I think a little bit of summer pruning going on, hedging, I should say, going on now for things. No, obviously IFTA, but for you guys that do a little bit of field stuff, to give you an idea, we are through barley, started on wheat. Still a little bit of green beans going in the ground here for us as well. So we are probably looking at coming up on us quick. We're going to be looking at premieres here in another month and a half or so. So I mean, the growth on the fruit has been great for us. Things have been sizing real good with the heat and the pretty consistent rain that we get. And I say it's variable, but I mean, you're getting something here. So so that's been working out for us. But yeah, great potential for things out here, but we obviously have got a long way to go until it's at the loading dock. We're not counting any chickens until it gets there. So yeah, so that's pretty much what we've got going on here in Western New York. I hope everybody's having a great summer. Everybody take care. Thanks.